Joe. I figured I'd make a little vlog entry here and tell you what's going on with my life, maybe what I'm going to do to the vet, what kind of projects I got going on for the winter. Sadly, behind me, you see the car's all covered up. They've put so much salt on the roads. I probably won't be out there much for the next few months. So, but let's look for some stuff to keep us busy and get things excited. Gonna play around with the truck a little bit. Probably sell the Cadillac this winter, move on to something else, and do some other things in the garage. So let me do a few things else, and then maybe we'll uncover the car, let her breathe a little bit while I show you guys around the garage and a few things that I picked up that are gonna keep me busy over the winter. I'll be right back. Out into the garage and figured I'd show you guys a few things, maybe what's going to go on this winter here that'll make my channel actually worth following. You know, who should really follow me? You know, mostly auto enthusiasts if you like vets, but also if you just like cars in general. I'm going to do a few things, and I'll show you right now what I've picked up for stuff to do over the winter. And it's also gonna involve my vet, and not only the vet, it's gonna involve my pickup truck, because I'm gonna do a little bit of fiddling around with that, or sort of as practice. Let me show you a few things that I got that I'm gonna use as projects throughout the winter. Now here is the item that I'm most excited about. Set of 1 3/4 American Racing headers. With a 3-inch collector, go into a 3-inch X pipe, which I'm going to remove the catalytic converters and actually tune the car to remove the rear O2 sensors, and then tune the vehicle accordingly. And that gets me to my second item that we're going to practice and learn to do is we've picked up HPTuners. I have a little bit of experience with the tuning, read a few books and here and there, but mostly we are going to go through basically a crash course, maybe with the help of some professionals. I have checked into some local shops that I might use along the way so that we really don't mess anything up. But I've also got my 4th generation 5.3 liter pickup truck that I'm also gonna tune as well. That'll give me a little practice time to make sure I know what I'm doing before I go ahead and mess anything up on the car. So that's real exciting. Right now, I'll show you kind of what I've done this winter so far, just to kind of keep the vet under wraps. Obviously, the garage got finished this past fall. So we insulated and sheetrocked everything here. And then I actually bought, it's like an 8-stage battery maintainer. It's a CTEK MUS 4.3 test and charge. Brand new model. check it out. It's definitely the way to go as far as a battery maintainer. And what I've done is, this battery is located in the back of the car for weight distribution, and then there's a front remote positive terminal, and I've taken the cable that comes with the CTEK test and charge and hooked it up to that front mounting, the positive terminal, and then grounded it on the frame. And then it's got a quick disconnect, which I have the wire going right up under the car and into the engine bay, so it's nice and clean. And hopefully also, when it comes time to get back in the car and take it for a drive, I won't forget to unplug it. That's another story. But anyway, so that's really all I've done for now. I've got to add stabilizer to the gas, run it every once in a while. And then the other thing I'm looking at right now is getting the vehicle up off the ground. And I used to jack up the vehicle and just take the weight off the tires so that you didn't get the flat spots. But now I'm looking into actual tire cradles to leave some weight on the shocks and struts. And race ramps actually makes a tire cradle that also raises the car about 12 inches. So then I just have to jack it up in the air and then get those cradles under there. And I think that might be a good solution for me, where I want to do a lot of work to the car while it's sitting for the winter. So we might try and we might do that. The other thing I actually got for the garage is a brand new 52-inch Craftsman toolbox. So that's real exciting. We get to go from little itty bitty, and to some people that's actually a pretty big toolbox, but then now I get to get nice and organized and get in the big toolbox. But yeah, those are the things that I've got going on this winter, and that should keep me busy. Oh, I've got one more thing actually. Now that I walk over here, I realized that one thing I've always kind of done on the side is a little bit of detailing, and now I kind of want to get into it and teach myself, in depth what actual detailers do. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Junkman 2000 is definitely a name that comes to mind. That's where I got the recommendation for basically this go-to polisher that's basically the first item that I've picked up along the line, so that we can get into the whole detailing thing. But yeah, that's the 7424 XP. It's pretty much a go-to polisher for most, especially beginner detailers and stuff like that. So definitely follow me and check me out while I learn how to do that. I'll probably have a few nice fails and hopefully a lot of successes with it. But yeah, and then with the tuning, my one of the upcoming videos, I plan to take my pickup truck down to Slowhawk Performance over in Bridgewater. I've never been there, but I've looked them up and talked to a few guys. And let me show you the pickup truck, because that's one of the ways I'm going to kind of practice the whole tuning process. I'm going to go take the truck down there. That's the pickup truck right there. And it's got a 5.3 liter. It's actually got 241,000 miles on it. And what I did was, all it needed was an oil pump, and then a few other things along the line. It's got a little body rot and everything, but got it for cheap money, and it makes it a good practice vehicle for the whole tuning process. So we're going to take that down to Slowhawk, throw it on a dyno. That should be a good video. So definitely follow along and check that out, and then see how that goes. And that'll kind of be the start of my whole tuning thing. As I walk around the garage, I keep thinking of other things that I'm actually going to do this winter too. And one of them right here is I ordered everything from TPS Motorsports, and they pretty much hooked me up with the American Racing headers. And the other item that they actually got for me is this right here, which is going to stiffen my chassis and get everything to twist a little bit less. I believe that's a 1/4 inch of aluminum. And on the back side of that is actually one of the other reasons that I definitely was sold on this item, and the fact that it goes up in about 10-20 minutes when you're already doing the exhaust anyways. But that insulation right there is going to lessen the temperatures in my center console. A few times I've actually thrown the iPhone in the center console in the USB port, and I've been playing Pandora, and the phone all of a sudden overheats, and it tells you that it's about to shut off, because the temperature in the center console actually gets too high for the phone to operate. So I think that actually should decrease the temperatures in that center console, and that's about it. So I'll wrap it up. That gives you guys a great idea of what's going to be going on this winter here in my garage. So if you want to check it out, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon.